Ange here, thanks very much for joining me. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an eye look showing you how to use tape or sellotape to give you a sharp defined line when creating a smoky eye. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, please keep watching. Okay guys, so now we are going to do the makeup look. You take a piece of sellotape, and I would recommend if you've got sticky sellotape you pop it on your hand a couple of times just to take the sticky off, and then you apply it to your eye, running it along your bottom of your eye and giving the gradient of how you would like your smoky eye. Now normally people who do this would do it prior to foundation, but I've done my foundation and rest of my makeup for the purposes of this tutorial. And just making sure that you've got the sellotape even. Okay, now going to apply make a eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to use the Dolce & Gabbana in Nude Cream Shadow, and I'm just going to apply a base. I like to apply a base for the fact that I have oily lids, and I just like to apply an eyeshadow base for the longevity of my shadows. So it's just a natural colour. And the palette I'm going to use today is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to take the neutral colour here in Tempera and just brush that all over the lid for a base. Okay, now taking a Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to go in with this really pretty mustardy yellow colour in Golden Ochre. Now you can purchase this palette on Sephora, Beautylish. It's a very popular palette. I love the formulations of the Anastasia shadows. I'm just using this colour to just give it a bit of warmth in the crease. Now because you've got your tape on, you do not need to worry too much about being fussy at the edge. That's what the tape's for. So that is my first transition colour, just to warm the crease. Then I'm going to take a Morphe R37 brush and I'm going to go in with Raw Sienna. And we just do the same again, but this time just coming down a little bit lower and blending it in. Now I've got my winter woolies on today. We do not get snow very often in little old Christchurch in New Zealand, but we have snow today. It hasn't settled in our neck of the woods, but it has settled in lots of other places around the city. But it is today, making for a magical school holidays. My brother is on the other side of town and he has got a blanket of white snow all around his property, and it's really pretty. So that was raw sienna, and I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to go in a little bit deeper with burnt orange, and we're just going to do the same again, just packing that colour in, blending the colours together. Now it's the first time I've been using this camera again for a wee while, so I do hope that it stays in focus. And there we go, with the three colours all blended in down there. And now I'm going to take a Sigma E25, very similar to a MAC 217. Going to go with warm taupe and just concentrate more in the crease and a little bit above, as I have hooded eyes, just to try and make my eyes appear a little bit bigger than they are, or the lids. So just concentrating in that crease and a little bit above. And then going back to the other brush here and blending that all together with no extra product. There we go. Keeping with the Sigma E25, I might add a little bit of colour, and we'll try red ochre. And I'm just going to use this in the outer third of the eye, just there, just to give it a wee bit of colour. Not taking it all the way in to the inner portion of the eye. Back with our blending brush, blend that in a bit more. Going in with a more defined brush in Sigma E45, I'm going to pick up this dark brown and cypress umber and just concentrate on that outer V. Run it a little bit along the outer eyelid there and just concentrate on the outside there. As I said, you don't need to be careful about blending because the tape is doing that for you on the outside. Okay, so then when we're finished with that, we just peel off our tape and you have your line all defined there. So now what I'm going to do is go in with a small shader brush, and we're just going to layer those colours along the lower lash line, blending them up into that line there to create a finished look. Start with golden ochre in the same order that we applied the shadows to the top lid, and then I'm just blending it up there to soften that line. So I like to prefer to blend that in just a little bit there so it doesn't look like a harsh line. But if you were wanting a really on fleek angle for an evening look, you could keep that hard, you could keep the very defined line. Then just to go back, and I like to make sure I've blended everything to soften the look. Using the first blending brush or second blending brush with no extra colour on it, but just blending all those colours together. Then if you want to tidy it up a little bit more, you could take a wee bit of concealer if you wanted to, or your beauty blender from applying your eyeshadows, and then just tidy it up like that. Okay, grabbing a flat shader brush, I'm going to take this beautiful colour here, Primavera, and just apply that on my lid. And going back to my blending brush, blending with the shadows in again, making sure everything's blended and not harsh. Now if you really want to, you can take a setting spray, MAC Fix Plus. I've got the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm just going to spray my brush and apply the colour wet just to the lower lid, and see what happens when you wet your brush. You get more intense colour. So any shimmer should work in this way. Okay, so now I'm going to take in the more white shimmery colour Vermeer, and I'm just going to apply that in my inner corner, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, to finish off the eye look, I'm just going to take my Marc Jacobs fine liner in Blacker, and I'm just going to, this is not a elegant makeup step, I'm just going to line my waterline. I tried yesterday doing a liner along the top of my eyes yesterday and I didn't like it. It was a wee bit hard, so I'm foregoing that today. I just like doing my waterline. Finishing off with lashes, I have a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes. I'll see how this goes. Just coat my lashes. Not sure how much I like that. It's a wee bit clumpy, but never mind. That's why I like samples. Try it out before you buy it. Certainly adds volume. So if you like the mascara voluminous look, could be a good mascara for you. So that's the top lashes. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, which is perfect for your under eye lashes. So there we go. So that's the finished look, guys. That is how I create a smoky eye using tape to give me a defined edge to my eye look. I have blended it more softly. If you wanted a really sharp look for the evening, you could just leave it unblended from taking the tape away. I hope that was helpful in helping you do a smoky eye and not knowing how to blend the outer edges. That just makes it really, really easy. Thanks very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this type of video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos from me, please click the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later, guys. Bye.